Does not show that we are live. Why not? All right, let's see. Maybe we are live. All right. I can't see the for whatever reason, I can't see if we're live or not. So if we are live, somebody let me know in the chat. For some reason, it's not showing at the top. Check. Oh, nope. There it is. Does not show that we are live. Why not? There we go. Oh, it does work. What the hell? There was a delay, but it's working now. All right. All right. Okay, for whatever reason, there's a little delay with this. This is just going to be a quick video. I have the Insta360, what is it, the Action. I have a 360 up there mounted. What's going on? They finally updated the firmware so you can stream live through it. I've always used my phone in the past, but now I can do the 360 with the mic if I need to go live, which I might start going live again. I just got done doing a Blackview update on the Elite 9. If you want to check that out later on, I'm going to upload it. But basically, our sponsor Blackview sent us a dash cam a month ago. It's probably their best yet. Now, they have the Elite 10 out, but this Elite 9 is phenomenal. I'm a little jealous because I installed it in my wife's, what the hell's that? My wife's Wagoneer next to us. And instead of putting it in the Jeep, because I went with the 770X box version, which is a security version, and I'm a little jealous, to be honest with you. I wish I would have installed that one in here because it's so darn good. Some of the footage that I'm going to share later on when I do some post-processing with that video, the ability to read license plates is phenomenal. Everybody's always looking for a dash cam that can read license plates, etc. I've always went with the idea that you just need a dash cam in case something happens. You want to be able to show the police, hey, this is what happened. I wasn't at fault. I had the green or whatever. The ability to read license plates for me was always a secondary thing because all dash cams kind of sucked, especially at night. Now, the Blackview Elite 9 has a front-facing 4-camera Starvis Sony sensor and a rear-facing 2K. That's the first time in the last 10 years that I've ever had a dash cam, especially from Blackview, that had a rear-facing 2K camera. So that's kind of awesome. But their footage that I was able to pull out of it from my wife's driving, you know, at night, during the day, at dusk, in cloudy conditions, and in a snowstorm the other day, just blew me away. Just absolutely blew me away. And I'm going to look for some links online rather than just link you right to Blackview with my discount code, because sometimes I can find it cheaper elsewhere. Blackview usually doesn't like that, but whatever. I'm here to make sure you get the best bang for your buck. So yeah, so that's what I was just doing. I was wrapping up and I wanted to test this live feature. So I appreciate you telling me I was live, and then it works. There's like a little delay here. A little bummed out. We're from the East Coast and the Philadelphia area, and all of our sports teams suck. Eagles shit the bed. I went to the Flyers game on Saturday. They got smoked. They're so bad right now with a third string goalie. It's pathetic. Give you an idea how bad it was. We were running late. We were walking through the parking lot, maybe about the length of a football field. When we entered the facility parking lot, we heard the goal horn go off. We're like, outstanding. We're up 1-0. Walked all the way up, went inside, and on the screen it said 3-1. They gave up 3 effing goals on 3 shots. So it was 3-1. Oh, man. They got smoked 6-2 by the Rangers. And the Rangers had like a backup goalie, and so it's horrible. I don't know if any of you are sports fans or not, but oof, this was a brutal year. It's been a brutal hockey year for us, year in and year out, for the longest time. Flyers have been horrible. The Phillies are pretty good. They're always playoff worthy, and the Eagles are always playoff worthy. They're playoff bound every year for the last five years, I think. So there's always a shot there, but oh man, what a disappointment. And then I was pulling for my buddies at work. I was hoping that the Chicago Bears won, because I have a bunch of friends that are Bears fans, and my boss is a Patriots fan. So now I guess I'm pulling for the Patriots for my boss. Anyway, where's everybody from? Motivational Matt, thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate that, bro. Anyway, if anybody's looking at whether or not the Insta360 Ace 2 Pro is great for live streaming, this is it. I'm connected to the house Wi-Fi. I'm outside in the driveway, and it works awesome. Actually works pretty darn well. The only thing I don't like is there's a slight delay, when you connect and you do the start and all that. There's a little bit of a delay. But other than that, in the process of getting a new vehicle, always looking to upgrade dash cams at the same time as well. All right, so Matt, the 2 things you need to ask yourself when you're going to get a dash cam, I guess multiple things. How much are you willing to spend, right? Don't cheap out. I don't suggest cheaping out. If you go with a camera, what is your primary focus? Security, the ability to read license plates, or both? That's what's like tearing me up right now, is because the one I have in my vehicle has all these security features where you can't unplug it. Like the dealership or techs, if I went to get service, could not unplug my dash cam. And I've had that happen in the past. Now my wife's Elite 9 that I just installed, they can unplug it, but that one I believe has better footage than the one I'm using. I have the 770X box, and I've got great footage with mine, because it also has a Sony Starvis sensor. It also front 4K. It's 1080 on the side. So I have 5 cameras in here. We have the box setup, which is a 3-channel setup, right? So we have the front-facing 4K. I have an interior camera that's right here that faces me. I think that's 1080p. And then you also have one on the side. Instead of using it for a rear, I did it on the side, and that's 1080p. And then the rear-facing camera you can see over my shoulder, that's another Blackview setup. That's a which one is that? 750X. That's 4K facing out the rear, and then their 1080p rear camera I have facing out that side. So I have 360 all the way around plus interior, and a battery under my car seat, so it's constantly, powered. But the wife's Elite 9, man, I'll tell you what, the footage is phenomenal. When I put that video up later on tonight, I hope you'll check back and look at it. It's the only thing I can think of that I don't like about it is that it doesn't have the security caps on the end, and it doesn't have a box that you can put under your seat where they can't unplug it. Now, I know Blackview will eventually come out with a version. They probably already have. I don't even know. I haven't checked their website in like 2 months. They may have already come out with the Elite 10 or Elite 11 that has the security features. If they have that, go right there. Skip over to 9, skip over to 7.7 Xbox. But if they have something like that already, get that one. The only thing I can do is provide a discount code I would search online, like Amazon. Blackboxmycar.com is a good one. Blackboxmycar.com is another good site that you can get dash cams, and they also have discounts there. What else? I'm trying to think of the other ones, but shop around, see if you get the best deal. But you really got to weigh what you want that camera for, right? Just security, peace of mind. You want to like be able to make sure you take it for service and they can't unplug it. Go with the 770X box. Or if you want the best, read license plates, the best footage, go with the Elite 9. So far, that's the best I've ever tested. Just wish they would implement these security functions to it. So, put my reading glasses on. Oh, I just read where you said you have information on new dash cam that you got. Yeah, so like I just said, there's a delay between me talking and the camera and the live stream. I'm going to have that video up later on tonight, probably in a couple hours when I get some downtime. I've got some other things to review. Like, I don't know if you guys are into like winter gear, but I just picked up this down jacket from Victos. It's a veteran-owned company, and I've had their fleece line tactical pants that I wear to work, which are phenomenal. And since the weather is going to be in the single digits this week, I'm going to be testing this jacket. It's also great for range if you go and shoot, because it has a breakaway front. Like the whole front breaks away quickly. And also if you're at the range, there are magazine pouches in the front. So this thing set me back 150 bucks. But so far, it's outstanding as far as warmth goes. So I have to do a quick review on that before I can get in the house and do some, editing for this dash cam video. I'm sorry, I gotta put this on real fast. SRT Vespucci 707, thanks, bro. Everything around security, safety, and protect themselves from distracted drivers. Yeah, so if you want an overall really good dash cam, and also peace of mind that if you took your car in for service, that none of the techs or the dealership can unplug it, go with the Blackview 77X box. That's the one I have right here in the Rubicon. The one I just put in my wife's vehicle is the Elite 9, but I would still go with the box right now because of security features. President of Applebee's. Not anymore, unfortunately. I haven't had the Trackhawk now in, 3 years? I lost contact with who has it now. The guy that bought it from me, this guy Dave down in Alabama, really cool dude. Never had a chance to race it. He had some health issues that he was taking care of. Somebody purchased it from him, reached out to me, I think last Christmas, it might have been last Christmas, just randomly called me and was like, hey, listen, got your number from the guy you sold your car to. I have your car now, and I've never heard back. I don't know if it's still out there racing around or what, but excuse me, that was a bummer getting rid of it, but we had to move on. I don't know if I'm going to get back into racing. I'm getting older. I'm like 54, and that is the one thing my wife can't stand, is me racing. So happy wife, happy life, right? I don't know, maybe one of these days hit the lottery. But so yeah, what was I just talking about? I'm rambling. This must be the Red Bull. So I will get all that information out on the Elite 9 for you, so you can take a look at it. You can go back and look at some of the footage I put up for the box 770X, and maybe I'll put some comparison videos up online for you to check out. But if you're just looking for an overall great dash cam to capture, incidents when you're driving, in case you get in an accident and you don't want anyone to mess with it, go with the 77X box. That's the 3-channel, so you get front-facing 4K, rear-facing 1080p, and an interior-facing 1080p. So let's say you have kids, or you're on a trip with your family or you're by yourself and you have your vehicle valeted, and you can see what the valet's doing. You know, you don't want the dude picking his nose and wiping it on your steering wheel, and you get in, you don't know what that sticky thing is. Now you know, all right? Yeah, I would suggest that one. And like I said, I'm trying to rush through this because this is just a quick test for this camera, and then I have to go do this review on this jacket. The only thing I like about this, I told you this is a quick breakaway. If this jacket's on you, right, and you're at the range or you're carrying and you got to draw quickly, it's not doing it as a opponent, but it pulls up pretty darn quick, right? There's easy access that way. But the one thing I don't like is when you're wearing it as a base layer and you don't want the zippers to come up, they just start to ride up like this, look. And then before you know it, you're like, what the hell? You feel the side coming up on you, you're like, ah. So what they need to do is put a locking feature at the base that you can lock and unlock. That would be smart. I don't know how they would do it. Maybe a little button snap or something. Other than that, great jacket. I have another one coming on Tuesday that I'm going to review too, by Mountain Ops, MTN Ops. I don't know if you know that website. Another great, I think it's an 800 down jacket. This one is a 650. Let's see. Doesn't say it on here. This is their Alpha Down or Alpha Dawn XP Victos. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not showing on here. Incredibly warm. Incredibly warm. Can't wait for the single digit temperatures to hit this week, which I don't know if you can see around me. You can't really tell in the wide angle, but there's snow everywhere, ice, and it's in the 30s right now, dropping down into the teens overnight. In the next couple of days, it's going to get colder and colder. So, yeah, wonderful. Make sure, what else we got? All the information. Oh, yeah. So you will be able to, all the information with the camera that you're using now when you're finished with the live. Yeah, Matt, I'll have that up in a little bit. Some of the older videos that I've already have online, you can check out that have the information on the 770X box. I went over some of the security features in that video, but for the Elite 9, I'll have the footage up. You can do a side-by-side comparison. You can watch that video and then go back and look at the box 770X. Honestly, if what you say is what you want for it, the box 770X is your best bet right now, unless Blackview came out with an Elite 10 or 11 that has the security feature, then I would go with that one. But for the best bang for your buck, in my opinion, would be the older 77X box. It covers everything. It's got your front facing, interior, rear, and the security boxes. There's like a little key that you get with it too. So when you plug all your cameras into this main box that it goes into, which is underneath my seat, and mount it, all the wires go into this little like slit, right? And then you lock it. They can't pull nobody can just pull on the wires and pop it out. So if you're in for service, right, or you have a valet and they don't want you to see what they're doing, they can't just reach up and unplug it like other dash cams. That's what's awesome about that. They can't just say, nah, I don't want this, unplug it, or they can't just unplug the power source. Everything's wired under my seat. So if I ever got my car back from service and I noticed that they screwed with my camera, that would be an issue. Yeah, no problem. If you have any questions about it, always just hit me up in any of the videos or on here and just be like, hey man, I have a question about this, and I'll respond back to you. I don't use our Instagram account much anymore. I'm trying to think best way to get a hold of me. I read all my messages. So if you sent me a message or on any of the videos and we're like, hey bro, I have a question about this, I'll respond back to you. I should start going live once a week to at least open it up for people that are like, hey, I didn't get a chance to ask you about this. But yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. especially now that this camera works great. I don't have to use my phone. I can see my phone's off to the side, like it's over here, and I could read all your comments and see the framing on the one side rather than using my cell phone, etc. So I'm losing the light. It's getting dark. I need to hurry up, punch out of here, and get this Alpha Down jacket review finished, and then run up to the store real fast on this holiday. So I think I'll wrap this up. Any other questions for me? Shoot me a message. I'll read them. Drop it in on here later or on any of the other videos, or just wait till later on. I'll have that Elite 9 video up in a couple hours. And you guys and girls, take care. If you don't forget to like and subscribe. That does help me out. I almost forgot that. I always do that at the end. Like, click the like button, click the bell over here, and then don't forget to click subscribe. All right. So, yeah, I'm out. And got it. Doesn't show me how to end the live on here. Well, that's interesting. Kind of hard to sign off if I can't figure out how to disconnect the live. Okay. Let's go back to YouTube and see how we disconnected here. It still says I'm live on here. All right. That's hilarious. Let's try turning this off up here. There we go.